Yo, what is up, you guys? It is your boy, HamzaConnection, coming at you live. This podcast episode, I want to talk a little bit more about my journey, hence the name Journey Podcast. Um, but basically, or the Journey Podcast, it's called. Basically, today, I was sort of reevaluating like the YouTube thing and stuff like that, and I've seen in my videos right now the current state and all of that stuff, and I'm trying to produce as much content as possible, stuff like that, because I have a goal that I do want to reach. And let me just share that goal with you guys, actually, because then it seems like more like I'm documenting my journey as well. Well, when I started initially, I wanted to start making content and I wanted to share the things that I learned from books, various mentors, and the businesses that I've started. There hasn't been there has been some business, there has been some mentorships things and all of that stuff. So it's going good with the sharing. The parts that I can control, it's going good. I feel like I need to like at this point in my journey, I'm just not I just need to learn more SEO search engine optimization for YouTube specifically because it's quite important to get that thing down. But my main goal is just keep on producing content. So what I want to do right now, I think I have like 38 podcast episodes by now or something like that. Or yeah, it could be 40, it could be something else. I don't know. But basically, I have that amount of podcast episodes. And my originally yearly goal when I started out doing this thing, um, I wanted to have 50 podcast episodes because I was like, let me give this YouTube thing a shot. Let me try and share my journey and all of this stuff and see if anything sticks because I just wanted to get started doing it. I'll refer back to that in my first episode, the power of getting started. So it's quite important. It's quite important, and I feel like it has really helped me out a lot. Like just getting started has really helped me out a lot because I had to figure out things along the way. Now I made it so easy for me. Like if you see the thumbnails and all that stuff on my videos, it is so much easier for me to like make those because like once you make a couple of them, you know, hey, how it basically goes down, and then it's way easier for you to make all of those things. So you basically improve by doing the thing. Like I could not have read this stuff when I was like oh, yeah, I could not have read this stuff like do this, do this, do that. I feel like it was way faster just to get started doing that, doing the slow process and all of that stuff. Now I know, like also with my video editing program. I'm actually using. I think it's like the default program on Windows. It's called Video and stuff like that. It is so old school. It's crazy. It's so old school because like I basically have to like let's say I post a podcast episode of 9 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. I basically have to give the duration of the videos in second. So I always have to like convert 9 minutes and 30 seconds into seconds, so it's like 1,200 and something, and then text that in the video, and then post like the thumbnail, and then upload the audio and stuff like that. It's so damn old school. It's not like the expensive programs and the other programs. Because I wanted to do it like that. I wanted to do it like that. I want to see like, hey, how can I do it? That way, the cheapest way possible and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. Like I'm not going to invest so much yet in the podcast. Like that's my plan. Like I'm thinking of time, yeah, but I'm thinking in terms of money. Um, Unless I get like a lot of feedback that hey, yo, you gotta improve your mic or you gotta do more noise counseling and stuff like that. Because first of all, like I just want to see like if it sticks, if it helps you guys, if it doesn't, and all that stuff before I go in and really provide like this huge podcast. So right now I'm just documenting my journey and all of this stuff. I'm well aware that I can go into other mediums like iTunes and all of that stuff and Spotify, I think as well. But I think I'm gonna wait with that a little bit. I think I'm gonna focus mainly on one thing, and that is on YouTube. So I'm gonna continually upload the podcast on YouTube. So right now it's like it's cool, and I'm using my own principles here that I share with you guys. creating a minimal viable product right now. And this is the minimal viable product because if I had to make a huge production, I would have to get a good mic and all of that stuff, get a really amazing editing software and some good filters and stuff like that. And yeah, but you don't have to do it. Like right now, I'm using my iPhone. Funny enough, I'm using my iPhone, and it's not like I got a studio and a studio mic. I'm using just my headphones to record the audio. So it's a very easy and cheap setup. And I prefer it to be very cheap and easy and all of that stuff. And basically the process that I'm doing right now, it's like I'm taking the files that from my iPhone right now, and then I'm uploading it to Dropbox. And when I have it in Dropbox, I can have it on my own computers. And then I use I create the images and all of that stuff that you see the thumbnails in the podcast, and yeah, go ahead and post it. And I noticed YouTube has some really good features because way back in the days when I was watching YouTube, there was nothing you couldn't schedule your videos, but now it's pretty damn awesome. Like I can go on vacation, which I'm actually going soon. I might give you guys an update and stuff like that, but I'm basically going to Bosnia with two of my colleagues, two of my friends, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. But I am not going to be able to make podcast episodes while I'm in Bosnia because I just want to enjoy the time there. But the thing here is, also one of my episodes, don't let what you can't do stop you from what you can do, and I basically am going to use YouTube's functionality with scheduling the uploads. So I'm basically, my goal as well is to take the time that I'm in Boston and just basically make one podcast episode and then upload that on YouTube. But basically doing it so that it schedules it. So it's like, for instance, schedule day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and etc. and stuff like that. So that's a good way of doing it. And again, this is it's me sort of I'm not perfect, but the principles that I share, I do try to embody them. And that was actually one of the podcast episodes that I made. Don't let what you can't do stop you from what you can do. And this is the thing, I can do that, so I just have to work extra hard before I go on vacation and stuff like that and leave everything up, and then it will be automated. And that's a good way to streamline the process if I want to reach my goal. But basically right now I do my goal overall for this YouTube channel right now. It's more I need to get content out there. And what I want to do is basically I want to make 100 podcast episodes. I want to make 100 podcast episodes. So I have 100 podcast episodes in total. And I think right now I have 38. So that's decent. And it's going faster and faster. I'm becoming better and better at it. So it's going faster and faster. Originally, my goal was to make 50 podcast episodes, but I do believe that, hey, I will only make even more than that. I'm gonna double it because this thing is kind of fun, and hopefully I can help somebody out with these episodes and these wisdoms that has helped me out in my life, because I'm basically trying to share things that I do and or that I think would be beneficial to do, and that I research, and then I try to experiment it on myself and see what it works, what doesn't, and then share it with you guys, and hopefully that will help you becoming the strongest version of yourself. Because I'm trying my best every day to becoming the strongest version of myself. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to give you guys an update so far, and yeah. If you watch any of the other episodes and stuff like that, or if you're interested, I encourage you to go ahead and then go into my channel, hit the subscribe button, look at the videos that I have, and then see if you're struggling with a problem and stuff like that. Basically, read the titles and then see. Hey, if you're very impatient, then look at the video patient versus impatient. Oh, I think it's called how you can use patient and impatient to your advantage. I titled it like that. But basically, you go ahead, see for the things, and invest in yourself. Listen to some of the stuff, man. If you're interested, and if you want to improve yourself and all of that stuff, and as well as contact me on like Facebook or Instagram if you're interested like in talking and stuff like that. Like I do like for a limited time as well. I do wanna help you guys out. Like, not for a limited time. I want to help you guys, but for a limited time, like yeah, you can hit me up and all this stuff. I'm gonna accept your like your friend request or your follow or whatever, and then yeah, we can chit chat and talk and all that stuff. And if there's anything like you want me to make more of, any more content, certain topics and stuff like that, then yeah, you go ahead and you do that. I hope like this, like me documenting my journey so far and all that stuff. I'm sort of like letting you come behind the scenes and telling you about the process and all that stuff. And right now, I think it's really good that I focus on what like this is the thing. I was also like I think I made an episode called reframing for positivity. I think that when I focus on the positive things and the positive things or the things that I can do, because for instance right now, I said for instance so many times, but right now I can't really control like the views that much that comes into the podcast, but I'm more focusing on what I can control, and that is the content that I'm putting up there, the content, and listening to you guys' feedback and stuff like that, and keep on producing the content because that's the thing that I care mostly about. All the other things that I can't control, yeah, it would be nice to have more subs and more views and more likes and stuff like that. But ultimately, I'm like, I want to do this. Like, why do you want to do this? Like the core thing. It's like you want to do this because you want to help people out. You want to help people out, and you want to share what you found useful throughout your journey, so that they can become like so you guys can become the strongest version of yourself. And that's what I like to do. I get a kick of that and stuff like that. I help some of my friends as well to improve their lives, and they really appreciate it and all of that. And this podcast episode is more like on the side sort of thing. So I haven't shared it with people. So I'm just doing it like for me right now. And then yeah, people find out, then they find out. If they don't, then they don't. Stuff like that. So it's more like that sort of thing that I want to do because I'm not ready yet to see like yeah, I'm not ready yet to like really promote because I feel like right now I am still also learning. That does not mean that content is not good or anything. Like those principles are still some principles that helped me change my life and helped me so much. But also like the whole process thing. I'm just learning right now. It's the main point. It's like I want to document my journey so that you can draw benefits from it and hopefully like it helps you out. And I encourage you like if you want to, for instance, start a podcast episode or start a YouTube channel. Like, start it for the right reasons and think about why are you doing these things? Why are you doing these things? Because if it's for views and all of that stuff, and if it's for money, I'm not saying that money is not motivating me and views not motivating me. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying like it's way more fun if you focus on the things that you actually can control. Like you can influence views. I'm not saying that, but you cannot like control them directly. So basically, like focusing on producing content, that's what you can do because that's something that you can do directly, and it's the fun of it. Like yes, like I'm having a lot of fun. Like actually, this it's like a diary and stuff like that. I'm hoping like, for instance, if the future Hamza is listening to me right now, then I'm hoping like to look back at these podcast episodes and then see like, hey, oh, this was this journey and all that stuff. And I feel like it would be so cool because I have not seen anybody yet do it where they document their journey from when they first started out doing the thing and then later on and then like yeah, because when they reach like a certain success, then you can sort of like go back and you can look at people like starting the thing, struggling, and the first video and all of that stuff. Like the whole journey, you can follow it. And I would be like, for instance, some of the most successful people nowadays. It would be super interesting to watch their journey from way before they became famous to now, if they've documented it and stuff like that. Because that would have been really cool to watch. That would have been really cool to watch actually. Because then you can also like it will also like function as a I don't know, a biography in a way, and that's sort of like that would be sort of cool because then you would be because for instance, it's one thing like you are famous and then you keep on making YouTube videos, But it's another thing to see you from going from not famous to becoming like famous and stuff like that. Because then you will be able to see like, whoa, this guy, he started out with nothing. He started out with like, I don't know, recording on his iPhone and stuff like that, or like using a shitty editing program or something like that. Like so that people don't think like, oh, you want to make a podcast, you want to do this, then you have to have like a huge studio, all of this stuff, and you have to be a millionaire before you do that and all that stuff. Nah, man, you can share your ideas and all of that. And I'm not saying that that everybody that makes podcast episodes is going to be successful and all of that stuff. I'm saying I think if you put your if you produce quality content over time and all that stuff and get that SEO thing, search engine optimization down, and this is just my thoughts, just speculations, because I haven't done it. I haven't grown like a crazy successful YouTube channel yet. But um, I think like the search engine thing and the content quality, it's like that's key. That's key. So focus on that, like try and improve that and all that stuff. And that's what I want to do as well. First of all, like I'm taking it one thing at a time. Right now, just get the content out there, and then after that, will decide what my focus on will be then. Then might be like, okay, cool, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to like promote it and stuff like that more and stuff. So, but right now it's more like content. I just want to get started because I know I get stuck in being like, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done this. So yeah, I want to get started. But that was basically like my update for today. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit the sub button if you like this episode and you want to see more content. Hit the like button if you like this specific video. And yeah, like if you feel like sharing anything from your life and stuff like that, I'll be interested to see like what you guys do, like what you guys do for a living, or some story or something like that. Like I'm going to watching this soon and stuff like that. I'm super excited. Like, what are you doing this summer?